Megatron.
You are to stay behind. I entrust Cybertron to you, Shockwave.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall remain as you leave it.
Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I'm your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you right out of the gate, I did not buy this piece at ShowZStore, just to be candid with it, but they didn't have it at ShowZStore. So thank you, TF Source, for this one. This is MP29 Plus Shockwave, or as they call him on the box, Destron Laserwave. So folks, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Now folks, you may be looking at me and thinking, what is he doing back again so soon? Well, unfortunately, I have to do the clamshell portion like this because this part is too weak to stand up on the turntable. So folks, there he is in his clamshell. His little, some pieces have fallen in a little bit. But that's it for the clamshell. That's the best I can do. Unfortunately, it wouldn't stand up on the turntable. But folks, let's go ahead and dive right into the rest of it.
Shockwave, guardian of Cybertron.
Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
So folks, here we have Laserwave in his bot mode. It's a very good looking bot, a nice dark purple color that seems to highlight the hands a little bit, if you ask me. But he's a very good looking bot, I have to say. The legs seem a little skinny to me. I guess I'm a little spoiled because I do have the Fans Toys Quakewave version, and it's a little thicker and looks a little more intimidating. But I have to admit, I will be putting this one on my shelf just to take a look and see which one looks better. Chances are this will be the final one that goes on my shelf. But you know, folks, that's neither here nor there. You guys aren't probably going to just see my display that well when I finally get things settled. But folks, there he is in his bot mode. I have to say, the backpack and everything look pretty good. They look a lot better than the original. Most definitely, at least as far as I'm concerned. We'll do a comparison if I can remember to. But folks, there he is in his bot mode. So folks, now that we've taken a look at the robot mode on Laserwave here, there's a couple of things I'd like to point out. One is he's a lot darker purple than he was in the original version, which I do have. Maybe at some point I'll put them on the turntable together just for a comparison. I know, I keep saying things like that, but at some point I really need to do that. Now, secondly, because of that darker purple, the Decepticon logos on this figure are kind of really hard to see unless you get really close. And even then, they just blend a little too well into the purple. Now, the cure for that, I would guess, would maybe be to put a little bit lighter colored ones on there. Yeah, but I'm not sure that's something to be too worried about. Like I said, it's just the fact that it's a little darker purple. The Decepticon logos probably should have been outlines, like lighter outlines, because that's like Optimus Prime. They've got light cartoon outlines for his, Autobot logo. So, you know what? This one was made well before MP44, so I'm not going to judge that too harshly because it's still a pretty good figure as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I have the original. Now he also comes with this little floppy metal springy piece, which of course, as you saw on the turntable, hooks in the back of his arm and to just behind his shoulder. Other stuff that he comes with, he comes with about 6 extra hands, well, if I don't drop them first. He comes with a salute hand. I will keep it as you leave it, Megatron. Or whatever the line was. He has the translucent purple salute hand. He has the translucent purple gun hand. He has the right and left translucent fists, which of course open up. And it's got the claw hands. I'm not too thrilled about that, I have to admit. But still, just the fact that their hands that open and close make for some interesting poses. And then of course, he has a secondary non-translucent open and close hand. Now, he has sort of a, if you see right there, sort of a ball joint in there that adds for some movement, but the problem is it doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, so you can kind of move it up and down and side to side, but it really doesn't do much for being a ball joint, which you would think a ball joint would be able to kind of move around and do things. But yeah, all you have to do is just pop his, either one of his hands off. So you can give him, 2 regular hands or 2 gun hands, one translucent and one not. Also, if you want to do it just for giggles, that thing from that episode, which is the only one he seemed to come with, he has a little small version of himself. And yes, it does fit. It tabs, it's these little tabs here. You have to finagle it a little bit, but they will, go into his hand. And of course, you can have him holding himself as a gun. I don't know how you would get around that. That was a thing that he did in an episode. He had a gun that looked exactly like his own alternate mode. So folks, now that we've seen that, let's go ahead and get ready to transform him into his gun mode and take a look at that.
Wrong, Autobot! Not unless you can fly.
Alright folks, round 2, here we go. This is MP29 Laserwave in his gun mode. Very gorgeous looking piece, to be honest with you. The darker purple definitely makes it look a lot better. I've just got to point that out, because he does look a lot better than he did. Not sure about the big gaping hole in the very back of the gun. I could probably do without that. But I do like that his backpack pops off and becomes sort of a stand for the gun. That is definitely a bonus, because none of the other versions of Shockwave that I have come with that, and that is a definite extra that makes it all worthwhile. It's definitely a gorgeous looking piece, and even if I don't display him in bot mode on my shelf, like I was talking about before, I'm pretty sure he's going to go on display somewhere in the Magnus layer. So folks, there he is, MP29 Plus. Okay folks, now we've seen him on the turntable, MP29's gun mode. Now, yeah, it's fuzzing out. I'd rather, when I can figure out some lighting issues, I'll be able to show these off without it going to crap like that. But as you can see, the very fine gun mode. I probably already said, but this piece that doubles as a stand also goes on his back in his robot mode, which you've seen. Folks, I have to say, it's a pretty nice little piece. I do like the darker purple, but I do wish these Decepticon logos could be seen a little bit better without me fuzzing out. I would just say get some stickers from Toy Hacks and see if you can put the outlines around them. See if you can find one that's just the right size, just the right fit. Folks, that's it. That's MP29 Plus Shockwave. Folks, let's hit the final judgment, and I will see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Find these figures and more at ShowZStore. Links in the description.